And so do I have peace? Number 5, one more question is, does it stretch me? God's so committed to your conformity, not your comfort. He's never going to leave you where you are. And he's never going to leave you at the level you are. He's constantly moving you from glory to glory, from victory to victory, from faith to faith. Are you following me? And the only way you grow and the only way you move forward and the only way you get stronger is by stretching. So I was watching this. I got in the bowels of YouTube the other day. Come on, somebody. How many of you ever, you started out just watching the press conference from the football game? That's me. And then the next thing you know, you're in the deep depths of the tube. So I'm on it the other day, and this video pops up, and I don't know why it popped up for me. I'm sure the algorithm gods were watching me and listening to everything I say and reading my mind in my sleep. How many of you ever feel like that when you pull up something and you're like, I didn't even say that out loud, did I? So true. So I was watching this video on posture because I feel like the older I get, the more my posture's bad, and so I'm constantly aware of my posture because I don't want to end up like this, you know. And so I'm constantly like in my posture. So this video was this physical therapist, and he had 1 million views. So I was like, okay, maybe he's got something to do this because obviously, if a lot of people watch it, it's true. And so I'm watching this posture video, and he's giving all these exercises. And he says this. He goes, part of the reason you do, because you know I'm at a computer a lot, or I'm reading, or I'm just sitting a lot, is that your muscles will actually not just get weaker but shorten. Is that they shorten, and so that's what happens is your chest muscles pull. And so he had these odd exercises and strength building things and stretches. And so the other morning I'm in the bathroom and I'm standing there in the mirror doing this because it's supposed to stretch your neck muscles and do this. And Tammy's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm elongating my muscles. Because if you stretch them and exercise them enough, they will actually get longer. And so you don't feel the pull, your posture gets back, and I'm in the door frame doing this, leaning in, and I'm elongating. I'm not getting huge, but I'm elongating. Y'all with me? I'm elongating the muscles. I was thinking about this. If you don't use your faith, that muscle will get shorter. You get shorter and shorter. And so God will never leave you where you are because he's constantly wanting to grow faith. He's wanting to elongate that muscle. And so he's going to go, no, I want you to stretch that out a little bit. Oh, I know you gave last year, but I'm going to stretch you a little bit more. God, haven't I done enough? No, because your faith isn't where he wants it to be. Because he's committed to your conformity to the image of his son, Jesus. So he's going to stretch you. This is why Hebrews 11:6 says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. Why? Because God He's like, no, I'm stretching you. Why? Because who you are is not who I designed you to be. Where you are is not where I'm going to finally take you to. But we got a journey to go on where I'm stretching you. And he will use things like decisions in your life. He'll use things like a preacher going, no, I want you to bring a sacrificial gift to God at the end of the year. God goes, I'm going to use that to elongate that muscle. I don't want atrophy to set in your faith. I don't want your faith to shrink. I don't want that muscle to get weak. I don't want you to be hunched over in your faith. No, I want you to have posture strong. I want those shoulders back. I want to grow your faith. I want to stretch you. Why? Because without faith, you can't please him. So he's committed to your faith growing. And anyone who comes to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him, diligently seek him. So what happens? He doesn't just stretch you to bring you to a snapping point. He stretches you because in the stretching, he can more reward you. Because he rewards those who diligently seek him. So what am I got to do? Here's what you got to do. Here's what I'm going to challenge you to. 3 things. Are you with me? Say amen. I'm going to give them to you fast. So think fast, write fast, hear fast. 3 things.